Welcome to another episode of Croc Talk. I am your host, former NFL and AFL defensive back, Eric Crocker. And on today's episode of Croc Talk, we got some teach tape. All right, we're going over to the offensive side of the ball. We got some receivers, and we're going to talk about the half step, starring Davante Adams of the Green Bay Packers, Dyami Brown of UNC, and Brandon Aiyuk of now 49ers, but in this video, he was with Arizona State. So if you're not subscribed to the account, make sure you guys subscribe to patreon.com/croctalk so you can get this video and much more. So what is the half step? All right, I think when people just kind of naturally see it, it just looks like a stutter step. But my first experience with the half step was my freshman year in junior college at San Joaquin Delta College. And the receivers would run about 10 yards or so, and they would do this little step and then continue running, right? And I'm like, man, what the hell is that? And I didn't really understand it, but I knew what it did to me. And basically what it does is, as the receiver is going and you're running with him, when the receiver kind of takes, essentially what it says, a half step, takes a half step instead of a full step, you too, as a defensive back, take a half step, and then by the time you react to it, the receiver is going again. And it's extremely difficult to defend, and you guys can see it right here. All right, so first we're going to talk about Davante Adams. You know, he has Trey Flowers at the line of scrimmage. Same thing, you see him, okay, get the release off the line. Trey Flowers, he was not in bad position, but it was the half step that gets him to kind of stutter, and then as he stutters, the receiver, he's going again. You know, when this ran, especially like this, I mean, like the way that Davante Adams runs it, this is master level of it. Extremely difficult, but I think this is a good representation of what it looks like against press. Now, watching Dyami Brown, you know, this is a guy at UNC who doesn't have a well-versed route tree. It's like they only run a few routes, but this was something that just jumped out to me, man. I mean, really good feet. Again, just like Davante Adams, he's facing press coverage here, and okay, clean off the line of scrimmage. And again, the half step in the corner wasn't in bad position, but the half step got the corner to stutter, and by the time the corner stutters and reacts to Dyami Brown's half step, Brown is gone. And you can see, I mean, the only way to really stay with the receiver is to, one, not react to the half step, which is tough because you're assuming, oh, maybe he's going to do a stop route or whatnot, or really be quicker and efficient with your transitioning in and out of your break of your personal half step, all right, and again, going back vertical. But I mean, overall, it's just extremely difficult to defend, and I'm surprised I don't see it utilized more. Now, current 49er receiver and former Arizona State receiver Brandon Aiyuk, you know, he's seeing off coverage. And now I was interested to see, like, okay, I saw him score. How did he get open? And it was the half step. So obviously we've seen it versus press. Now we're seeing it from off coverage. Essentially, it's the same thing. Get the corner to stop his feet. And as he stops his feet and tries to transition into going, you're going by him. It's typically too late, you know, for the corner to be able to stop his feet, react, and by that time the receiver's gone. So, I mean, this is a terrific route by, you know, Brandon Aiyuk. I think when people see it, they just think, oh, it's just a stutter step. And it's like, yeah, but it's really more nuanced than just a stutter. It's what this whole video is about. It's called a half step. So by the time the receiver takes his half step, once the cornerback reacts, the receiver's gone. So you see it here, strike up the band, another touchdown, something that's extremely difficult to defend. All right, so that's going to do it for today. I kind of wanted to jump on here. I've been putting out a bunch of content about defensive backs, defensive back breakdowns. I've done some teach tape about staying square at the line of scrimmage, off coverage. I wanted to show some love to the receivers and the half step. It's something that is very unique, you know, but when it's done well, it looks really good, and oftentimes it can result in 6.